linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Watson, he's going to move them around. Again, they run with Campbell. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
To throw is Watson. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Xander Horvath, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after try forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, McCrary, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 62 yards. yards. And the Desperados are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it as we resume action. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go up the middle with Campbell. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Moore, the man in motion. On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They go quickly here out to Moore. Touchdown, Browns! His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this is Shepard on the catch. The 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Hurts. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Campbell. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Moore, the motion man. Now a first down throw, Watson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll throw now on the final play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And down he'll go at the 25. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Bobby, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They go play action with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 54 yards.
And the Desperados have got it back to within a score.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Watson.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go. McCrary, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards.
And the Desperados have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And shoves him off at the 20. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Watson now to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing is Hurts. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. That's... But it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it's the backup Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll run with the big man Campbell. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And they run the option on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On the run, it's Campbell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Campbell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Out left and complete to Thornton. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down now, it's Campbell. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, McCrary. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Austin, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year.